no one really talks about like the bad side of being a big man and having everything that you want. Quite often in life, everyone has this rags to riches story, but they never really see you when, um, well, you're rags. When this, well, basically because it's not very interesting at the time. This is the stage that I'm in, like in life just now. You're rookie YouTuber right now. So my life's a fucking absolute mess just now, right? But in a way, it's because I'm grafting really hard, being what I would call a grind lord. Which, in other words, if you haven't figured out, is basically someone that dedicates everything towards just being successful and achieving what they're really going for. Um, I don't really hang out with friends that often. I don't really have many hobbies. I'm working two different jobs to make as much money as possible. Um, the only downside is yeah, I'm not really like in. I don't really have like a high income basically. So all the jobs that I have are minimum wage, more or less, more or less. But having said that, I'm still keeping grinding and doing my best to earn as much as I can in order that one day I won't be able to won't have to like well I can put the money into something more interesting than myself. I mean, I'm like the definition of workaholic, grind lord. Um, yeah, but hopefully it'll be worth it one day when it all when it all pays off and everything like that. Like especially while you're young, there's not really much harm in doing something like this, in trying to better yourself and put yourself in a better position. So when you look at my life, it's like, wow, you are really taking this to another level. I don't know. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because I don't know if people really mention this on YouTube about how far you can really take, like, being frugal or limiting, like basically limiting your fun in life, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, a lot of people have this internal fight between like whether it's work life balance or whether it's commit to your goals. And I'm the commit to your goals type of guy. So yeah, I don't really have much work life balance. I say this as I'm like in my bed, chilling, but I don't know. At least I'm just trying to relax today, and take it easy. I've pretty full on weeks most of the time. As well as that, like anytime that I do get free, really, I'm either helping my family with their business or I'm seeing this girl that I'm seeing, which is like the one thing that I actually do. And then other than that, I'll be at the gym, which I train like 5 times a week. I have a personal trainer that I've just started with, to try and start with my cut. Uh, so yeah, that's really what I've been thinking about. Um, Main points here are I don't know. You really have to commit to your goals if that's what you're looking for. You have to decide. You have to decide. Are you going to be like everybody else and do work-life balance and going out for your drinks at 5 p.m. on a Friday, Saturday night, or I don't know, going out on the weekend with your friends, or going and doing an activity that sounds like fun but doesn't really get you anywhere? It's fine. It's fine. You can do that. Are you going to be the person that comes home and plays video games, or are you going to be the person that comes home and does some work on something else? Because really, it's not like you get like you get a lot out of basically doing more. Like the reason I have two jobs is you don't earn like double the money. Like think about it, right? If I have a job, right, and my job pays for all my living expenses plus some savings, right? If I get a second jobs, this from over here, this was my living expenses. Like that was all done. So that's all done. So um so what's left over is just increasing your savings. which is great. Which means all the money from your second job goes into just savings, which can really have a big impact. It's not like double the impact. It's of the money. It's it's like not exponentially, but like it's a lot more than like you get lot more bang from your buck from working a second job than working your first job. In that regard. Um, but yeah, I don't know what else. When when you look at my life genuinely, right? I stay in a two bedroom, yeah, two bedroom flat. Um, it costs £500 a month, and yeah, we split it two ways. My flatmate isn't here right now. He stays with his girlfriend, which basically means I have the whole place to myself for £250 a month. Which I stay in the UK, and maybe I don't know if you talk to someone in London, they're gonna say, "Oh, how the hell do you have £250 a month? Oh, you're so lucky," and stuff like that. £250 a month is like a good amount for rent. It's very cheap. The place isn't that great, but it isn't that bad either. It holds together enough. But yeah, um, yeah. I think that's about all I read today. I think. Oh wait, no. There's another thing. Yeah. So if you're going to be doing this kind of path where you're going to be like becoming the grind lord and doing your best to really achieve your goals and get as far ahead in life as you can, there's going to be sacrifices you have to make. You have to give up the drinks on the weekend, the friends that don't want to do what you want to do. Like they're just not going to want to hang about with you because you won't have time to see them. You're going to be too busy, right? You have to give up on certain hobbies that you're not really interested in. Certain things is cutting down on your expenses, things you buy just off the cuff. Um, like yeah, I mean I can't really. Yeah, if you've seen my flat, like you'd be like, wow, this is budget. Like look at it this way, right? In every video that I've shot, I'm wearing the same jumper. It's because I don't have that many. That's bad. That's funny. That's funny though. It's true. Like I don't spend that much money on clothes or going to the cinema or I don't know, just whatever normal people spend their money on. A lot of people I know just buy stuff online and get it shipped to them, and then it's like, oh, there goes that money. But then when do they actually use the item that they bought? Like once. I just don't get it. Doesn't really add anything. What else? I don't know. With this extra amount of like income from doing something like this, like the extra like the difference from doing the second job, saving as much money as you can. Yeah, it does make a difference. You add up money really really quickly, and I can't imagine what it's like for someone to do this who actually has like a decent income. Like mine's like I'm not gonna say on here, but I mean it's not like a lot, um, comparatively, but when at the end of the year I've saved up a decent amount of money because of how frugal I'm being and by how industrious I'm being with everything that I have. Not throwing everything out like willy nilly or um, giving up on stuff so quickly. Reusing everything. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad thing, but I don't know. It helps me anyway, trying to afford everything that I want in my life. When you think about it, you're really just deciding what are things that are really valuable to you. Don't let other people know. That's another point. Do not let anyone tell you how to spend your money. If you earned your money, do not fucking care what they say. Genuinely, just nothing to do with them. It's nothing to do with them, right? Um, the reason why that angers me so much is how many times people have said to me or judged me for what I spend money on and what I don't spend money on, which is what the new iPhone. I don't give a fuck. I could not care. Genuinely, I don't care. I don't care whatsoever. Like, why would I want the new iPhone when I have a perfectly good phone here? It does everything I need. I don't need the new features. The new features are minimal, like absolutely minimal. Like the camera's slightly better. You can see me decently well on this camera. Like I'm not. Obviously, it's not the fucking best, right? I know. I know. You can hit me in the comments with it, but I know. So But like, it's new iPhone. It's what, an Apple Watch. It's, I don't know, just pointless stuff. It just doesn't do anything. And I don't get how people just throw stuff out so easily as well. Or they what they, I don't know. Like, the amount of people I know that get the new iPhone and then they have the old phone and they pass it on to their friends or their family. I'm like, you bought that iPhone on a contract to give it away. And now, don't get me wrong, right? I understand you're giving it to a friend or family. That's a lovely thing to do. It really is. Like, obviously, it helps them out. It really does. But to just give something, what I've heard of mates rates, but like, wow, that's something else. But then again, the person I know is probably his girlfriend, so it's a bit different, isn't it? Oh well. But yeah, I think that's the points I had to make. Right, get involved.